So one thing I know how to do and one thing I know how to do well is roast a chicken. Y'all, roasting a chicken is one of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to show you exactly how I roast mine. So I went on ahead and started off with mixing my seasonings together first because this is going to be the rub that I use for my chicken. First, I go in with some cilantro. After I go in with some cilantro, I add in some onion powder. In addition to the onion powder, I go in with some of that Kinder's roasted chicken blend. I am going to add some rosemary in there. We're also going to go ahead and put some thyme. I do got some smashed seasoning, a little paprika because we fancy like that. And if I'm using onion powder, you know I have to go ahead and use some garlic powder. Once I get all my seasonings in a bowl, I went on ahead and mixed it together because it's just going to make it so much easier for me to season my chicken if I have everything already combined. And I did about a tablespoon. That's what I was going for, about a tablespoon of each seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that together. Once I got it mixed together, it should look something like this because I had to go ahead and put me a glove on because I don't know, the fork just was not working for me. So after I got that mixed together, I went on ahead and put it to the side, and it was time to go ahead and clean and spatchcock my chicken. When I mean spatchcock, what I'm going to do is take the backbone of the chicken out. I'm going to put my two hands across the top of it, and I'm going to break the breastbone. After that, I cleaned it off with some lemon juice and some cool water, got all the parts off that I didn't want, and dried it off with a paper towel. And it was time to go ahead and start seasoning our chicken. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some of that sofrito that we made. I do have a video on that. I'm going to use the rest of that up, and I'm going to add it on top of my chicken. I am going to go in with a little bit of soy sauce just because I like how it tastes and I like the flavor that it gives. So I'm just going to add just a little bit, not too much. After I got my sofrito on there and my soy sauce, now it's time for me to go ahead and start adding some of that dry rub that I made, and we're just going to go ahead and spread that all over the chicken. You want to get it on the top, you want to get it on the bottom, you want to get it on the wings, you want to get it on the thighs, you want to get it on the legs, you want to get it underneath the chicken skin, you want to get it everywhere. After I got it all over, I'm going to go ahead, rub that down, make sure everything is nice and seasoned. I'm going to pat it dry, pat the seasoning in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and I'm going to get some seasoning on the back side as well. So like I told you before, this is what spatchcocking is when you remove just the backbone of the chicken, so the back of the chicken is exposed to you. It's not necessary that you have to do this. This is just something that I like to do when I am roasting a whole chicken, and it helps me get that seasoning back in there and get it real flavorful. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get everything good and coated with that seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and do another coat, pat everything, and I'm going to use the whole entire bowl of seasoning that I made, the whole blend that I made for the roasted chicken. I'm not going to leave anything behind. I'm going to make sure that I use everything, and I'm just proportioning the chicken, making sure that I'm sitting everything up the way I want it to sit up, so that when it is roasting in the oven, everything is cooking evenly. And when it's time for me to get that nice golden brown on the top part, I am able to achieve that nice golden brown, delicious crisp on the top of the skin of the outside of the chicken. Now we're just adding in a little bit more, the last bit of that seasoning, patting everything, making sure everything is well seasoned, getting everything together. Now while I am patting my seasoning into my chicken, I am going to go ahead and start preheating my oven on 350 degrees because we want to make sure that we're bringing our oven up to temperature. You do not want to stick your chicken in a cold oven. You want to make sure your oven is nice and hot. After I got my chicken seasoned to my liking, and this is your point to evaluate your chicken. If it's not seasoned to your liking, you have to go ahead and add more seasoning. Now I know you're thinking, my chicken is not done, I can't taste it. How do I know if it's not seasoned good? You're going to use based on what you see and what you can smell. If it smells good, if it smells like it's seasoned good, if it looks like it's seasoned good, then you're all ready to go. If not, add some more of that chicken blend that we made. Now I did have some fresh items on hand that I wanted to use, so I'm going to go ahead and add this in my chicken as well. I have some onions, I have some fresh parsley, and I have some garlic that I'm going to add in there. You can add in some veggies and some potatoes as well, and you can just call this a one-pot meal if you want to. That is completely up to you. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some unsalted butter to the top of my chicken, and I'm going to use about 5 pieces of that butter, and I'm going to make sure that I get it in each area of the chicken. After I got that done, I went on ahead, put some foil on it, and I baked my chicken for about an hour and a half, and then about another half an hour uncovered. Went on ahead and basted it, made sure all of that juice that I have, I'm dripping it over the chicken, make sure I'm getting all that flavor into the chicken. Now while my chicken was cooking, I went on ahead and made my side orders, and my side orders for today are just going to be some noodles with some Alfredo sauce. I did go ahead and saute up a little bit of spinach, And I did have a little bit of leftover rolls, so we're going to go ahead and throw that in the oven as well while we are waiting for the chicken to finish cooking. After I got my chicken basted, I went on ahead, put it back in the oven just for a few more minutes, and this is how the chicken came out looking. Absolutely delicious. I was happy with the results. Had to go ahead and take a piece off for you guys to see. Make sure you guys check this out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's time to go ahead and fix everybody's plate. Now, I told you, when it comes to me fixing that man plate, I tell you, that man act like he ain't eating 3 days and 3 nights. He be acting like he's so hungry. So I went on ahead and gave him a nice good portion of those noodles with the Alfredo sauce. After I gave him his noodles with his Alfredo sauce, it was time for me to go ahead and get some of that chicken. Now, he likes the leg and the thigh piece, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on the plate for him. Then I went on ahead and added some spinach on the plate for him as well. And after I added that spinach, we're going to go ahead and put that roll, and dinner is served.